Dean leans behind the counter, flipping through a dog-eared paperback. Outside, the wind rattles the old signs. A faded map of the state hangs on the wall behind him. Dean leans behind the counter, flipping through a dog-eared paperback. Outside, the wind rattles the old signs. A faded map of the state hangs on the wall behind him. Dean watches the monitor. The feed for pump 3 crackles into static. A soft chime signals someone is fueling up. Dean peers through the window. A black SUV sits at pump 3, windows too dark to see inside. Engine off, no one exits. Dean opens the window and calls out. No response, no movement, just the hum of the cooler and the still night. Dean steps cautiously outside. Desert wind brushes against his shirt. The SUV engine turns on suddenly. Back behind the glass, Dean watches as the SUV rolls away silently into the night. Dean lies awake in bed, staring at the ceiling. Morning light filters through blinds. A fan creaks in the corner. The SUV returns. Same pump, same time. Dean does not go out this time. He simply watches. Dean rewinds the security feed. Static, nothing recorded. The SUV repeats the same behavior for nights. Sometimes stays longer, never exits. Sometimes parks in the shadows. Dean places a bat beneath the counter. His hand lingers on it a little too long. The front door opens on its own. Dean looks up sharply. No one should be able to enter after midnight. A pale, barefoot person enters, moves toward the cooler. Their skin is clammy and their eyes distant. They speak without looking. You should not be here anymore. Then they walk out into the darkness. Dean sees small wet footprints near the cooler. No trail leading in. Dean calls his brother and keeps the line open. Paranoia has settled in. He keeps all lights off. A white, unmarked van pulls into the far edge of the lot and idles in silence. Dean sits in the dark with the bat in his lap and his phone pressed to his ear. Sheriff's cruiser arrives, but the van is gone. No tracks, no sign it was ever there. Dean returns to work after a few days. The station seems different now, off balance. He finds a photo under the counter. A photo of himself at the register, counting money. Dean inspects every inch of the ceiling and vents. Nothing is found. Dean's manager hands the photo to a deputy. The timestamp is from a night Dean never left the back room. Dean remembers sitting in the dark that night. He never went to the register. Someone else did. Dean places a sign on the door. Closed for maintenance. He cannot bear the thought of another shift. Dean now lives in another town. Different job, different name on the mailbox. Dean drives a long, empty road. Nothing but headlights and static on the radio. He looks in the rear-view mirror. A black SUV follows at a distance. Then it vanishes. Dean locks the door, shuts off the light. In the silence, he whispers to no one. They are still out there, wearing his face. The screen fades to complete darkness. Only Dean's breath is heard. Then, silence. A soft hum builds in the background as glowing red text slowly appears on screen. That was the story of Dean. And the night something else wore his face. Beneath the words, more text fades in. If you made it this far, you are one of us now. Like, share, and subscribe for more chilling stories before they find you too.